So we have so many fun things going on today in our Christmas special.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us on part 3 and our conclusion of our rated awesome Christmas cinema celebration. Tis I, Rata, the furry king of awesome.
All right, so coming up at number 3 is our first of a franchise. Now this was first groundbreaking because it mixed the Asian with an Indian, not a white or a black guy as, you know, the main leads there. So this is a big, important event. And it's number 3 in the franchise.
He's going to help us with the rest of the list. All right, let's bring back our animal friend, Trevor, the stoner T-Rex.
Oh, yeah. Full-on stoner comedy.
Only a year into the decade brought us our number 3.
A very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas came out in 2011. And, oh boy, was this young tiger very excited about it, yes. You know, Harold and Kumar are just regular people and just smoking occasionally and not hurting people really.
He's real, and I shot him in the face.
For the wonder of cinema, they make it a little bit more crazy and they go on these madcap cases for different things, you know, all throughout the first movie. And the first one's named the movie Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. So, you know, it's kind of they're definitely a fun, subversive kind of comedy. It's not to be taken very seriously at all. Give us a little bit of the premise this time. What are they chasing after? How is it very Christmassy?
They can't get a Christmas tree. They run into all kinds of trouble. They got mobsters.
Alright, so a series of hilarious events, you know, it's kind of the fault of both of them, but a joint does burn the tree, the Christmas tree they had. A very nice one that Harold's father-in-law has, so they have to try to replace it, you know, and that's basically the gist of the premise, and they go through the city and, you know, caught up in these other sidecaps.
Definitely.
How did you like the special cameo is actually on the poster this time? He's so cameoed out. The cameo of all cameos, which, you know, put him again on the mark of respectability rather than just a sitcom shill. Neil Patrick Harris is again in this movie.
I feel like his cameo was a little forced this time, man.
Yeah, never really necessary to the narrative structure. It's like a fun kind of a throwback or a fun little detour, you know, with this crazy sociopathic misogynist, and then it's a fun thing to think about how he's different in real life as a person. You know, he's a gay man, who's a family man, and here he is all caught up in hookers, as we saw in one of those movies.
Yeah, man.
They also had a pretty good cast. You know, Patton Oswalt makes an appearance as the shady Santa character. Thomas is always really funny. Danny Trejo's again as a cameo. Of course, Harold played by John Cho for all these movies, and Kumar is played by Cal Penn. They have a nice chemistry as friends, lifelong friends, and they help each other out of the jam. Movies will have special scenes, like this one has a animated scene, doesn't it?
Yeah, man, claymation, man. I totally love that scene. Definitely. A lot of creativity, and claymation's really hard work, actually.
It takes forever to do, and that's why you gotta appreciate it more, and hopefully it's a solid script. But sometimes like this, and I believe It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and other movies and TV shows during Christmas time will have a special little segment for that, maybe a song or something, to make it a little bit more special. Bring that holiday magic in, right?
That's right, man.
As a Harold and Kumar movie, how does it rank for you?
This one would be number 3 on the Harold and Kumar rankings for me. I know.
You gotta be kidding me.
The other ones just had way more weed humor, and that's what I'm about, man.
So it has to have this stoner this and doobie this and pass the Dutchie and the bongs, all the talk, really, all the time. All right, I guess that's fair enough. So which one's your favorite? The original?
Original, definitely. I can relate to going and get munchies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so sometimes I'm a little thirsty for, gazelle, sometimes I'm hungry for a zebra. It just depends on the mood. Now, you're a vegan, so what do you get? Man. What do you get the munchies for?
I love Brussels sprouts, man. Can't get enough of them.
Really? Okay. Brussels sprouts are like the kind of candy for you.
Oh yeah, like popcorn actually.
Yeah, I gotta say this is my favorites. Can you believe the favorite of the 3?
Oh man.
I think I remember it being very funny. It's as fresh as the first one. The first one's great too. Don't get me wrong. They really hold up after all these years. And then Guantanamo Bay, there were some funny things there. I don't want to blow things for you. They have a weird cameo by a certain president. It's worth a watch. And give us your rating, please.
Well, man, I definitely have to give this one a solid 4.
Very solid movie. It's really high on our list here. For us, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 4.5 stars. Fantastic rating. All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Right, number two on our awesome top 5 list of the 2010s.
Number 2 happened to come out just this year, Daddy's Home 2.
Very hilarious comedy with our favorite comedians of all time. The very best one, the one, the only, Mr. Will Ferrell. Yes, we are true Will Ferrell holics here, and yes, we love his comedy stylings, his improv skills. I mean, he's so unbelievably gifted. I understand it's a bit silly at times, but man, he is a comic genius. Daddy's Home 2 again reteams him with Mark Wahlberg, just like they did in the first one back in 2015, just 2 years prior. And this one is way better than the first one. It is way funnier, way more original. This one also, of course, has the advantage of being a Christmas movie. Sometimes it can be a disadvantage to be a Christmas movie. This one is an advantage for sure. This one is full of the holiday spirit, where they're basically being co-dads for the kids, and they're trying to raise them right, and they're teaching them Christmas values and what to do with the family and having fun and learning how to deal with girls and stuff. They have amazing chemistry together. They're really funny. You know, Mark Wahlberg isn't a naturally funny guy, but he does a pretty good job, of course, bouncing off with Will Ferrell. The daddies here are the big draw, especially John Lithgow as Will Ferrell's father. Oh, what an amazing piece of casting. It really is. John Lithgow, you may remember him from Third Rock from the Sun and lots of great movies. He does dramatic and comedic, and this one much more comedic, but also with heart. And he's very similar to Will Ferrell's character. He's very lovable and gentle and a good person and a good father. And he just wants to be there and spend some quality family time. Now, the biggest foil in this movie has got to be Mel Gibson. Yes, we are a fan of him. Even after all the Jewish scandal stuff, you know, maybe he's got some problems. Maybe he's a bit of a fundamentalist. He did do Passion of the Christ, after all. So he's also a very good director. As an actor, he's one of our favorite action stars. He's been so good in so many movies. And this time, he's kind of like a wet blanket. He's there to basically say, hey man, this guy's being a little bit of a wimp. He's not raising your son right. He's not teaching him how to be a man. And Will Ferrell does give his stepson some bad advice about being in the friend zone. So Mel Gibson's trying to put a wedge there between the two fathers.
You're opening up the harbor, Brad.
Oh, the harbor's wide open. And it's Fleet Week.
This is getting good, boys.
Because he's a bad father himself and he's insecure, but he's very cool. Bring down the movie. And that's unfortunate because that's the only really bad spot. Everybody else does a great job here. There's so many hilarious, funny, memorable moments. That first movie back in 2015, it was okay, don't get me wrong. It's certainly fine to watch. It's not one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies, probably lower on the list. I felt like there was some regurgitations of some jokes and pratfalls like there was in Semi-Pro. This one, Daddy's Home 2, he brings it. Will Ferrell gets some hot coffee or cocoa spilled on him. He's having a hard time putting lights on, accidentally being a giant disaster machine. Like a vortex of trouble. So some of the same daddy issues come up like they were in the first movie. This one also brings back another stepdad, John Cena, in a very smaller supporting role. But he's funny. And I would say it kind of felt like they kind of brought that in a little earlier. It kind of felt like it was a little shoehorn there, but it made a lot of sense. And it ties it together with a nice song that we actually play at the end of this show. So you hear a cast version of it. It's adorable. It just touches your heart and makes you really feel like this is a great Christmas movie you can watch every year. It's a little bit dusty in the eyes. There's a lot of similar tones and scenes you might see reminiscent of Christmas Vacation, one of the all-time best. That one's more about external family coming in and messing things up and just causing way more stress for you during the holiday time when you're trying to get the presents together and get the kids where they need to go and get the house decorated and all that stuff, you know, the fun stuff, but the very stressful things that come along during this time of the year. They've been honing their chemistry since 2010 when they first did The Other Guys. One of my favorite directors, Adam McKay, you know, the same director who did Anchorman, you know, the funniest comedy of all time. So there's a lot of physical comedy and stunts going on. It's pretty spectacular to behold. The kids do a fine job. There's a new kid, I believe. I don't remember her from the first movie. She's more of a preteen and she's a little bitch. And there's a few scenes like the thermostat. You don't fuck with the thermostat. Everybody knows that. Come on. She got a little bit on my nerves. She was crawling through my fur there. I would definitely put my tiger paw down in that scenario. I'd be like, hey, lady, no, I am the adult here. You do not touch the fucking thermostat.
There's a great scene in Daddy's Home 2 involving nativity, Took inspiration from that a little bit.
You gonna pump fake that thing all night? Or you gonna take a shot, Brad? Huh? He's never played sports ever. What? What?
Maybe it stuck to his hand.
I look kind of like one of those weary travelers looking for the star, but happened to be a magical reindeer, who knows? Right, you can see me there just chilling in the nativity scene, basking in Will's glory. White tiger could have been all over Jerusalem. Just because it doesn't explicitly say in the Bible doesn't mean it's not true.
I think you're going to enjoy this with the whole family. It's P13, so keep in mind for the kids, no younger than 10, I'd say, it'd be fine, or 13, whatever. Has a nice message for the meaning of Christmas and being together with the family, and it doesn't matter what you have or what's ruined. You just need to spend good time together.
Brad,
Thank you.
stop it.
I'm good. Because we're boys.
Each year there's only a few Christmas movies that major studios put out, not about the Hallmark stuff, no, or the Lifetime junk, no. I'm talking about the actual movies in theaters. This year was only 2 of them, really, this one and Bad Moms Christmas, which was, in our opinion, a major fail. It's one of the worst of the year, I think. It was way worse than the last one. This one had the opposite effect, where it was way better, which is a strong feat to do at any time. Actually filled you with the Christmas spirit and made you laugh and not cringe at just forcing F words down your throat.
It's the most recent Christmas classic on our list, coming out 2017 this year. We rate Daddy's Home 2 4.5 stars. Rated fantastic.
Good for all ages, teens, adults, old people. Everyone will enjoy this. If you're a Will Ferrell fan, you will love like we do. All right, everybody, are you seething with anticipation? We have our number 1 awesome movie of the 2010s. It's another 420 friendly movie. We watch it together, my good friend. Let's bring him back. Trevor, the Stoner, T-Rex.
A hilarious comedy. It's only from 2015, so not very long ago at all.
Yeah.
And it's right up your alley, buddy. Because it's a stoner comedy. The night before. We fully recommend you watching this.
Great cast, by the way. When you say?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's first things that drew me to this movie. It's directed by the same guy who did 50-50. It really teams Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He is kind of down in his luck. His parents were killed, kind of like Batman, a while ago. Mm-hmm. And so now he spends every Christmas with his buds.
3 buddies.
Seth Rogen is like one of the main guys. He's waiting to become a new father for the first time. He's freaking out a little bit. And he's very much on drugs most of the time. He's also got a famous friend played by Anthony Mackie, who is apparently some great
football player, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Football player.
And they're great chemistry. It works really well.
Says a lot about friendship, that movie, huh?
Yeah, definitely. And they go on a quest. I kind of say it's a stoner comedy because yes, it has a positive view on it, which is always a good thing.
But yeah, watching movies. Smoking doobies, man.
That's right. That's a good motive to have. It's it's a fun thing. You're not hurting anybody. You're not here driving cars and wrecking things and hurting people. No, you're just hanging back, examining a movie and enjoying your life.
Oh yeah.
This movie also has a wonderful message of that friends being your new family, basically taking place in your family, but also moving on and realizing that your life can change and it's okay. There's a lot of funny moments here, lots of great supporting cast. I kept saying throughout, like, oh my God, more comedy heroes of mine.
Yep.
They kept appearing. We got Jillian Bell in a smaller role this time. She's playing Seth Rogen's wife, and she's not really not in it very much, but she...
really funny parts though, man.
Exactly.
Funny.
When she is in it, she steals every scene for me. Jillian Bell, you might know her from Workaholics. She's always good. She's also in what we reviewed earlier, Office Christmas Party. She's in there, one of our favorite parts. As a love interest, Lizzie Kaplan, the wonderful, I got to say, she is one of the most gorgeous ladies I've ever seen, honestly.
Oh yeah, beautiful, man. I'd love to smoke her.
She'd be into it also.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of those cool girls, you can just sit back and relax and just chill with. She's great in everything she's in. Ex-girlfriend of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the girl who got away, you could say. The one that, Katy Perry wrote for, if, you reverse the sexes. Ilana Glazer from Broad City. Have you seen that before? It's a great show.
No, man. I haven't seen that one yet. Gotta catch it.
It's hilarious. There's 2 girls. In this one, She plays a kind of a little hoodlum who kind of, you know, cons one of the characters and possibly steals some illegal contraband, the grass there. Chases on for her for a while.
Brings out the ho ho ho, her character does.
She's not a natural beauty, you can't say that. She's not some blonde-headed skank. She owns her sexuality, though, like this character. I believe this character is kind of a lot like her in real life. Mindy Kaling from The Office, she's in this as one of those girls who is being chased. Funny moments here throughout. I thought it brought together the characters so well. I thought there was so many Christmas, you know, tropes going on. They're basically trying to have a fun night every Christmas with their friends, 3 guys.
Who doesn't want to do that, man?
That's right, that's cool, hanging out with the homies, right? Huh?
Oh, hey.
It was packed with it. Packed with the Christmas spirit, trying to do different traditions and making new traditions. What's really cool also about this is it ties in the old Christmas tradition of the past, present, and future, you know, kind of ghosts following them or something. There's a spiritual aspect to this I went below for you.
Whoa.
There's a character actor there which was awesome. You really loved him in this role, and he, you know, you look forward to his scenes and you welcome him, and he kind of steals them with his intimidating grace. I don't know, it's hard to say. He reminds me a little bit like you know, Mr.
Yeah.
Green.
I love his name.
Before I get my rating later, I want to hear, what do you think about the music? How was that important to the movie? It actually was.
Oh, I love the music, man. Definitely. They brought out some old songs that we haven't heard in a while. Came in like a wrecking ball.
Nice. Good. You have a good set of pipes there. Have some Home Alone, you know, references, and Die Hard, some of your favorite Christmas movies. Along with Big, they have a good scene there.
Oh,
Okay, don't
yeah.
want to ruin too much. But they play a different song on the floor piano. They also even do some karaoke scenes. It's full-on, almost half-song scenes. You know, I'm not really for that. I think they could have cut back a little bit on some of the music, you know, video scenes. Music has an important part in some of the narrative. This favorite song of theirs or something. At one point, the 3 amigos, the die-hard homies, they do, you know, some karaoke versions of Run DMC's hit, Christmas in Hollis. That's why we put it on the intro of this Christmas special. It hits the demographic it's going for, yes. But I think a little bit more broader than like the Harold and Kumar movies or you know, Half Baked. It's not exclusively only a stoner movie. No, I mean, I think general audience or people who like listening to these actors and characters and like funny madcap, you know, chase comedies will enjoy this.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man.
The end of an era.
I think the cocaine and the mushrooms are reacting poorly.
You look insane. Only your right eye is working.
Do I look weird now?
Yes, you look weird. Still weird. Weirder.
All right, so before I give my Rated Awesome rating there, what do you give it, Trevor?
Well, man, I gotta say, I definitely give this one a solid 4. I like the movie. I'll watch it again.
4 is a very good, you know, that's excellent, our rating system. That's pretty good. It's very nice. For us, we really enjoyed it a little bit more, I think. We're going to give it a full 4.5 stars. Yes, we enjoyed it a lot. Thank you for stopping by. It's so good to hear your reviews and your thoughts about these movies.
Yeah, man, pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me, man.
The pleasure is all mine. I will catch you on the flippity flop, right? We'll smoke it up together sometime. We'll get some pot thoughts together and we'll ruminate again. What's that?
Schmokeabo.
Schmokeabo. I like that. Hey, everybody, stay with us. We've got some more exciting movies to talk about. And say goodbye to Trevor, the Stoner T-Rex.
Bye, everybody.
Yes. Bye. So for this list, we had a little bit of a blind spot. We couldn't get to all the movies of the 2010s. We got to almost all of them. There's always a few extra ones we want to watch before we complete this list in 2020 as an awesome top 10. Unfortunately, the 2010s do not offer a wealth of goodies that we can stick our eyes and mouths into. Hopefully, a few great ones will come out in the next 2 years. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching. We got a lot more fun coming in 2018. We got new shows to debut. First coming up, we got our awesome top 20 movies of 2017. Yes, we still have a few more weeks to finish all the great movies we want to see that could be on the list. Hopefully bring some more animal friends to be critics. The awful movies of 2017 as well. And we got a secret show coming up and a political satire kind of thing. We're going to take him down good. Yes, he doesn't deserve to be King Emperor, and we are going to show him that and make him cry. We're all over the place on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check us out for your movie fix. Tell a friend. Let them enjoy our comedy shenanigans. Now, go forth and be awesome.
Christmas time, it's hard, but